a minute. I had to go do something real quick. But yeah, I was gonna get set up. All right, here we go. I don't know. Oh, I didn't mean to save a highlight. I don't know what's going on. This is a mess already. Oh my god, I'm not trying to take a clip. All right. All right. All right. I'm waiting for Let's Shave, shall we, to join the link I sent him. So there. Oh, there we go. I should probably turn on the light too. Let me find my inhaler real quick. Okay. Okay. All right. Here. Let's go back to the comments. Oh. Hey, Andre. Hey, Scott. How are you guys doing? Yo, Kobe. What's up? Let's see. Ooh, Berry Boy picked up Lamel Elixir. I like Lamel Elixir. Yo, Berry Boy, what's up? Hey, everything basketball. Hi, Waylon. Thank you for joining. Benji, what's up, man? All right, here we go. All right. Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Oh my god, this is not. Oh, there we go. All right, now I'm all set up. Okay, so do you want to explain a little bit what you do just with your channel? Because I know some people were a little confused with like the shaving channel. Well, I've seen. I mean, I've seen a decent amount of like shaving stuff on like on my For You page. He's frozen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're frozen. You're not Oh, you're kind of breaking up for me. But like I've seen a decent amount of stuff that's like shaving. Like there's this guy. He has like this big mustache, but he has like whatever those little like that like powdered shaving cream stuff, and you mix with water and you like twirl that little brush around. But stuff like that always looked interesting. But I'm not into that stuff. Yeah. Hopefully your
Is it better
connection's
now?
good.
I turned on my Wi-Fi.
Here, try and leave and try and join again because it's breaking up bad. All right. Okay. Hopefully, when he joins back, it'll all be good. But I could hear him fine. I could hear him fine, but it was just being weird. Hey Traden, what's up? Lamelle Parfum is mid in my opinion. It's not bad. I'm just young. The powdery scent isn't that appealing to me. Kind of going back to the comment where someone said Lamelle Parfum is the Lamelle Elixir killer. I disagree. You guys need to remember, colognes and fragrances go up to opinion. Someone might not like Lamelle Elixirs. Someone might love Lamelle Parfum over it. Personally, I don't really like Lamelle Parfum. It's okay. I don't really like iris heavy fragrances. I like Dior Homme. Prada L'Homme is also okay, but for the most part, I really don't like iris heavy fragrances. And also to me, okay, here we go. Hopefully it's good now. All right, hopefully it's good. Okay, maybe. Yeah, it actually looks good now. You're not breaking up.
Yeah, I had my 5G turned off.
Oh.
So, if they hear me,
Probably just run through it again because there
all
were
right.
some people who said they couldn't hear you.
So I'm a wet shaver, and that got me into grooming, like skincare and hair and stuff like that, and got me into uh, fragrances. And so now I'm a frag head and spend my life singing on fragrances. So
Okay, so one thing I always like to ask all of my guests that I have is what was your first cologne and what's your most recent pickup?
okay, uh, you want me to do my first or the one that got me into fragrances?
Do the one that got you into fragrances first.
So the one that got me into fragrances was Dracar Noir. So uh, a wet shaving YouTuber, he used Dracar Noir, and I bought that, and I liked it, and bought more and more and more, and got to where it is now.
And then your most recent pickup.
It'd be Le Beau Le Parfum, but it hasn't come in yet. But besides that, it's the last one that I currently have is a Walgreens one. It's called Tonka Tobacco, I think.
Is it a clone of anything?
It's inspired by Tobacco Vanille.
I think I might have smelled tobacco vanille one time. I think my delicatessen,
It's
and I
it's
think I smelled it once.
it's nothing like, or I say it's nothing like. It's not very similar to Tobacco Vanille.
Oh,
It's definitely
it's
inspired.
it's one of those inspirations that has like the slightest resemblance.
Yeah.
I just ordered a bottle of Invictus today. It's my first bottle. I've only had decants of Invictus, so I'm excited to finally put a bottle in my collection. Invictus is great. What are your
Yeah.
opinions on the Invictus line?
I like Invictus. I haven't smelled the whole line, but from what I've been able to get my nose on, it's pretty good. The original, to me, I don't know how to describe it, but the last time I smelled it, kind of smelled like watermelon. I don't know.
It it's very just like sugary sweet. So if
Yeah,
like
definitely.
if you relate it to like the sweetness of watermelon, I could definitely see that. What's your favorite fragrance for? Oh yeah, okay. My favorite fragrance for summer is LeBeau EDT. What's your favorite fragrance for summer?
You know it. Vintage green.
I've seen a lot of oh, I can't think of the brand right now. I've seen a lot of Banana Republic scents at my at like my TJ Maxx and Ross. I've never picked any up. I think it was Metal Rain or something like that. I can't remember what the name was,
Yeah, it
but I've
was.
heard a lot of good things about that. And I was gonna pick it up, but I didn't end up picking it up because I've never tried any before.
Yeah, it. I think from my experience and from what I've heard, pretty much all of the Banana Republic fragrances are worth a pickup for $20 are good quality.
There was one, I can't remember what scent it was, but it was a tobacco heavy scent. I can't remember what it was. I was watching Nub's fragrances and he had one. It was something tobacco, but he said that he really liked it. So part of me,
Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Yeah, I know
I
what
I
you're
can't
talking about.
remember, but he has some Banana Republic scents and he said that they're good.
Mm,
I just picked up Ocean Noir from Michael Malone. It's possibly my all-time favorite summer fragrance. I'm wearing Ralph Lauren Polo Blue right now, underrated but not that long lasting. I think I smelled Polo Blue one time. I feel like the Polo line definitely gets a bad rap. I feel
yeah,
like a lot of
definitely.
people. I feel like a lot of people get the Polo, like Ralph Lauren Polo and Polo Club confused. Because Polo Club is not necessarily a nice brand. They're not like a bad brand or anything, but a lot of their stuff
It's
is they're super similar to Polo. So that's where some people get confused with their stuff. But the Polo fragrances are actually good. I have one in my collection, but a lot of them are overhated.
yeah, for I definitely. I've got Polo Blue, and I really like it.
Yeah, my friend had, I think he had Polo Red Parfum, and I thought that one was decent. The one I have is, oh, it's right here. I have Ralph's Club Eau de Parfum. I like this. It's just, I don't know, just something about it. It's just a lavender vanilla combo. It's not revolutionary in any way, but it just smells super nice. I love it. So I would recommend, if you haven't smelled any of the Ralph's Club line, definitely try it. And one thing I do like, I don't know why I like it so much, but the cap doesn't come off. It just like
Yeah,
it just comes
that's
off
cool.
like
I
that.
think that's cool.
Yeah, I guess it
I thought
reminds me
about
of like a
buying
big
that one
lighter.
just for the cap.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a
Oh
big
yeah,
lighter or something. I think, but it's good.
like this.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I guess in a way, although it doesn't like go all. It just kind of reminds me of that, or it reminds me of
Yeah.
like, you don't know. Oh, you want to know what you want to know? Okay, I'm finally thinking of it. It reminds me of a flask. That's what it reminds me of. It's a little
A
flask.
what? Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
Barry, you're crazy for that. 30 sprays of, or no, uh, elixir today. Wearing elixir today.
wearing 30 sprays of Polo Green. Ugh. Never smelled Polo Green. I know that's never smelled Polo Green. I know that that's controversial. Okay. All right. Good. Yeah.
Polo 67. I think that's in the near future. Me buying. It's
I
really juicy, fruity, and I really like it.
I smelled that one when I was at the mall with my girlfriend. She thought it was good. I thought it was good. I don't know. Like, I don't really have a comparison to a fragrance that it smells like, so it does smell unique in a way. The one thing that I have heard is longevity. For some people, they get really good longevity. Some people don't get the best longevity. But based off the actual
Yeah,
smell, it's one I would debate picking up. But it is kind of expensive. Like, it's pretty
yeah.
expensive for a
That's
cologne.
the only complaint.
Mhm.
That's my
But
only complaint.
I've heard some people say they get like 8+ hours of longevity. I've heard some people say that they don't even get like 4 hours of longevity.
Yeah, right.
Your best Middle Eastern cologne. Do you have any Middle Eastern fragrances?
Off now 9 p.m.
Oh, you do have off on
That's
9 p.m.
it.
So I had two. I have Risasi Hawass and I had Latafa Kamrakawa, but I ended up trading Kamrakawa away. I did get stronger with you and a clone of Herba Pura, so I think that was a pretty good deal. But Risasi Hawass would just have to be my best Middle Eastern cologne. Oh, he said clone, not cologne. Well, best Middle Eastern cologne would be this, but you actually have a clone that's Middle Eastern, and that's a dupe of Ultraman, which that's something you sent me a picture of your collection. I actually wanted to kind of touch base on that because you have off on 9 p.m. I have Ultramail. You don't have Ultramail, right? You just have off on 9 p.m.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I have smelled Ultramol.
So, are there any differences you see within Ultramall and 9 p.m.?
Okay, so 9 p.m. is I would say it's just a little bit sweeter, and
Mhm.
the Ultramol definitely is more fruity. I like it better than Off Non, but uh, if you're if you got the money to spend, go with Ultramall. If not,
Mhm.
go with the Off Non 9 p.m.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I have a couple complaints about off non 9 p.m. I don't own it in my collection, but I have a friend who has it, and anytime I wear Ultramail, he's always like, "Oh, well, it's pretty much the same thing." It's not, there's
No, it's
differences.
not.
To me, the biggest difference is there's pear in the top note of Ultramall that kind of
Yeah,
carries it all the way through. I don't know if pear fragrance oils are expensive, um, but off on 9 p.m. switched the pear with green apple. And does it smell close to Ultramel? Yes. I wouldn't
it
say it's a clone. I'd say it's more of a inspired by, I guess I would say, because to me, a clone is like 90% up in similarity. I feel like an inspired by is just anything below that. Like if it's not pretty much on point with the slightest differences, it's a clone. But if it kind of does it in a different way, like off on 9 p.m. is a little fresher than Ultramall, I feel like it's more of an inspired by.
Yeah.
But I won't lie, for the price, $30 off on 9 p.m. is good.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you said got any good knockoffs of Creed? I've heard good things about Loon fragrances
Knockoff
being
Creed. I have Mont Blanc Explorer, which is a clone of Creed Aventus, but it's not like a knockoff. Um,
mm,
I don't know. I don't really have any like. I don't have really any knockoff fragrances. I guess if you were
yeah,
to, I guess I have one. All things considered, the clone of Herba Pura, which I guess you could call all clone fragrances knockoffs. Um, but I don't know. This is good. I've never smelled actual Herba Pura. The guy that traded me this has a bottle of Herba Pura, and he says that they smell pretty close. I like it. It's a little more feminine than I would like as a men's cologne. I tried to give it to my girlfriend, but she said it was too masculine. So now I have it. But it smells good. It's just feminine, in my opinion.
that's the general consensus I've found with Herba Pure is it's too feminine for
And
for
there
men.
was I think FB Fragrances is who I saw it from, but he kept saying it was like super feminine, and then
Yeah, he
everyone
doesn't
else
like it.
thought that. Here, let's read some comments. Herba Pura, lean, feminine because it's fruity. Yeah, I mean it's just a really fruity, sweet vanilla. Ooh, okay. Here we got a good question. Best dad cologne, both of us. Okay, so in our opinion, what is the best dad cologne? Dracar Noir. That's a great
Yes,
one. I bought Dracar Noir, but I didn't like it when I first bought it. I bought it last summer, and so I didn't like it. I gave it to my dad, and then I recently smelt it the other day, and I thought it actually smelled nice. So I kind
yeah,
of regret giving it away, but
I
otherwise,
really like it.
the best dad cologne. I don't have just. Oh, okay. Well, I have three. I have three that whenever people ask me, like, whenever people say that they're over 30 or like they're, a dad and they need a cologne, the three I always recommend CK1, Davidoff, Cool Water ET, and Lamel. Those are all good. I guess you could say dad colognes, but
Yeah,
really, whenever I think of dad colognes, I just think of what came out in the 90s or the 80s that was super popular. What was
for sure.
my parents' generation of Dior Sauvage, I guess you could say. But yeah. And they're still all good fragrances. The only one I would recommend not getting would be CK1. It still smells good, but it just doesn't last or project at all. Hey Trayton, what's up? I just don't mind. I usually wear my mom's perfume. Personally, I don't wear perfume. I know some people who wear cologne will wear some perfume because they feel like it's more masculine. Um, Even if it is more of a masculine scent, I still wouldn't wear it. Um, but yeah, but I mean, I don't judge people who wear perfumes if
Yo,
they're
Andre, you're a 10-minute walk from from PDMs, and you'll wear your mom's Carolina Herrera. Come on.
get Amber Oud Gold Edition. I made a video on it. What isn't that one a is that a clone of Herba Pura or is that a clone of Baccarat Rouge?
Oh yeah, that's oh, it may be Herba Pure. It's definitely a clone of something.
I know one of them's Herba Pura. The other, I think it's Amber Oud. It's like the Ruby Edition or something. Is the Baccarat Rouge one? What do you
Hmm,
have on that
I
strip?
can't remember. Dakar.
I need to just get some tester strips. Like it would be so nice, especially when I'm filming like a first impressions video, because I don't know. Because one thing I've noticed is whenever I like go to like sniff my arm, my mic will like jiggle and it'll distort the audio a little bit. Um, what is the best JPG? Um, I have two. I guess I'm
Oh
between.
shoot,
Do you have a favorite JPG?
I don't know. I've liked the ones I've smelled. All of them. If I had to choose one, go ahead.
Okay, so the two
That's
that
tough.
I'm between, I don't know which one I like more, but Ultramall or LeBeau EDT are my two favorite. I do have the original Lamal and I have Lamal Elixir. They're all good fragrances. I'm gonna be honest. Every John Paul Gaultier fragrance I've smelled, I didn't dislike. I don't know what I don't like about Le Beau Le Parfum or Le Male Parfum, and it's not even like I hate those fragrances. I just wouldn't really wear them. Even if I had them in my collection, I would wear them, but they're just really not on my radar. I feel like the only reason why I would get those fragrances is if I'm just trying to complete that line, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm torn between Le Beau Le Parfum and Ultramall.
I feel like okay, honestly, when it goes to that, it kind of just depends on the weather. If it's cooler weather, you go Ultramall. If it's warmer weather, you go Le Beau Le Parfum. So
Right.
it's like that when it's split because it's like right now, if you were to ask me between these two, I'd go Le Beau because it's what I would be wearing right now. If it's cooler weather, I'd go Ultramall.
Yeah.
It really just depends.
Have you tried the Labelle? That's the women's one. That's there's
Like
LaBelle and
the red.
there's LaBelle.
It's like
Yeah.
red. I've smelled. Okay, I've smelled Divine. I've smelled Labelle, and I've smelled Labelle. I think it's the Labelle Parfum. Um, but yeah, I've smelled three of the women's one. Labelle, I thought was good. I think I didn't really like Divine. I thought, I mean, they were all good, but I think my least favorite was probably Divine. Keep in mind, I can't remember if I'm talking about the right ones. Um, and then Labelle smelt good, and but I think Labelle Parfum was my favorite. But Labelle was good. It just didn't really stand out to me. It just smelled like another women's perfume. Longest lasting cologne in our collection. Longest lasting cologne. Um, damn, that's a good question.
For real. Mm,
I mean, maybe Lamal Elixir. That one does last like 10 to 11 hours on my skin, but Hawas also lasts the same amount of time. It's weird because it's like all the colognes I have, like the strongest ones, if I just say how long they lasted, I got like a couple that would be a tie for like 10 to 11 hours. I don't have any that are like 12-hour plus fragrances. Okay, I had Kamerakawa. That one, strongest cologne I've ever had. Like that stuff would not get off my skin, but it was super good. But it was just so strong.
Uh, probably Tom Ford Bitter Peach. I put this on one day and I was smelling it the next. I still smell it the next. So,
One of my
yeah,
friends
probably.
has Sauvage Elixir, and they say that that one's super strong. I love Sauvage
Yeah.
Elixir. I don't like the EDP of Sauvage. I don't like the Parfum. I'm gonna admit it. I was wrong about Sauvage EDT. I smelt that one the other day, and I thought that one just smelled so nice. Um, but it's weird because it's like I like when I think about it, I'm like, oh, it doesn't smell that good. You know, it's not that good. But when I actually smell it, it smells good. But yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I might get a bottle of it. Make an apology video, tell everyone I was wrong. But I'm gonna stick with my viewpoints on the EDP and the Parfum. I've always said the Elixir is great. The Elixir is my favorite in the line, but the EDT, I feel like I was wrong about.
Yeah. The elixir is really, really strong. I got the first time I smelled it, I got like one spray on my hand and lasted all day, projecting, not just as a skin scent.
Hmm. Hey Mike, I want to hear a joke. Sure. Okay, here's a great question. What keeps your passion of fragrances strong and to keep you going with YouTube? And that's a question for both of us. Do you want to answer first?
Well, with YouTube, I don't know. It's just something. I don't know how to explain it, but with fragrances, just trying something new, expanding the collection. It's just, I guess it just gives you a dopamine hit, and that fuels you on.
Yeah, especially
I'd have to
when you
think
get
about
a
the
good
YouTube
blind
thing.
buy.
Yeah, for real.
I guess for me, it's like at this point, I'm just so used to doing YouTube that like in the morning, I don't think like, oh, I have to go film a video. It's just like it's just natural at this point. You know, I get up, take a shower, get ready, and then oh, gotta go film fragrance of the day. So for me, it's just natural. With fragrances, you know, I'm building a successful channel, so I can't. I mean, technically speaking, I could never buy another cologne and just keep making content with my cologne. Um, Eventually, content would run out. I mean, I would still be able to do a fragrance of the day, but I more than likely wouldn't like. It would be hard for me to come up with more like short form content video and long form content, especially because I'm not buying any more fragrances. Um, so that's definitely what's keeping me going buying colognes. And also another thing that I would really give props to keeping me going discount sites and rack stores because I don't know how I would afford all the colognes if I bought them all retail. Like that would be so much money. Like I've spent probably little over 2 grand on cologne. But my collection, I haven't done the actual like math, but it's worth over. I mean, I'd say I don't know exactly in the ballpark. I'd say probably anywhere around like 3.5 to $4,000. But that's it. That's if everything is retail. But like
Yeah.
retail 6.7 ounces CK1, I think it's like $70 or something off Calvin Klein's website, but this was $20
Hey,
at Ross. So
yeah.
that's really what's saving me. And I've gotten a decent amount of my stuff from trades. So I really haven't spent that much.
That's something I think.
Um, how does what? Oh, how's LeBeau EDT perform? LeBeau EDT. Wait, am I wearing this today? I am wearing it today. LeBeau EDT. Some people say their batches aren't that strong. My batch is pretty strong. I get like 7 to 8 hours of longevity, but projection's pretty good. Like 2 to 3 feet for probably I'd say the first 4 hours, and then it doesn't necessarily trickle down to a skin scent. But then I get probably like a foot of projection for the last few hours, and then it goes down to a skin scent. But I can still like always smell it on me. It's I don't know. I feel like it's just like I guess not a unique scent, but just like because it's nothing. It's like nothing that I have in my collection. Like this is the only cologne in my collection. I'm sure some other of my colognes have a coconut note, but this is the only one that straight up smells like coconut. So I can
Right.
always smell it. For me, if I wear something like, for instance, say, oh, I'll just grab one of these. Say if I wear something like Ralph's Club, I won't get nose blind to it, but I won't notice it as much. Whenever I wear LeBeau or a cologne that's a little unusual, like Lamal Elixir, I'll just smell it like forever on me. Latafa, best affordable house, hands down. I would agree with that.
I haven't tried any Latafas.
They're pretty cheap though too. They're like you can
Yeah.
get like 20 to 40 bucks for all their stuff, and it's good quality stuff.
I was thinking
Um,
about getting the Assad Zanzibar, but haven't pulled the trigger yet.
uh, the thing about that is I've just heard so many mixed reviews. I've heard really good things about Assad. Some people say it's just more of like a vanilla take on Sauvage Elixir, a little more versatile as well, which I think I would really like that because I love Sauvage Elixir. It's just not that versatile, so I would more than likely enjoy it. But some people say Assad Zanzibar smells horrible, doesn't last long, and then some other people say it's like the best fragrance they've ever smelled. So it's really just hard too because it's a new fragrance. So like if you look it up on
Hmm.
Fragrantica, there's X amount of people who have actually written down a review. So if someone leaves a negative review, even though you say they might not have ever even had the cologne, it really just like affects what you think about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, Micah, so you hit 1K subs. When can you monetize your channel? So you need 4,000 watch hours. I hit 1,000 yesterday, 2 days ago. I hit 1,000 watch hours yesterday, but I'm growing at like 870 every 28 days. So I'll get monetized. We'll be hit 4,000 watch hours in hopefully like 3 months, like probably 3.5 months. Um, so then I know that they go over. It's like it takes like a month to like actually review your channel. I don't know if they go over everything that you posted, making sure like you don't say anything bad. But hopefully in like the next 4 or 5 months, I'll be monetized.
How often do you reapply fragrances through the day? It really depends on
Yeah.
which one it is.
If it's
Uh,
something like for me, if it's something like Hawass, I'm not gonna reapply. If it's
right.
something like Cool Water, yeah, I'll reapply.
Yeah. Probably one time max for me.
Yeah, I mean, I also know some people who just don't want to reapply their fragrances, which is totally fair. I mean, if you spray fragrance in the morning, um, then it's fine if you don't reapply. I know some people are always like super conscious about like, oh, is my cologne still strong? I'm not like that. I feel like a lot of people are surprised. If you know me in person, like I guess not even in person, but like if you see my videos, and I've been called a sissy sprayer so many times. Like relatively don't spray on that much cologne, even when I do wear it. Like I'll wear like 4 to 5 sprays of LeBeau, which to someone who doesn't really wear cologne might seem like a lot, but then you see people putting on like 7, 8, 9, 10 sprays, and it's like I'm
Right.
really not spraying that much, all things considered.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be overpowering anybody with 4 sprays of LeBeau. Have you tried Monk Legend Red?
I have it.
You
Okay,
got it.
I love it. I love it. It's good.
I, I prefer that to the regular Legend.
So I made a short form video on these two, just kind of comparing it. And the one thing that I did say is, if you're looking for a summer cologne, go Legend Red. If you're looking for a more versatile cologne or something better for the cooler weather, go Legend. You can't go wrong with either of them, honestly. Legend, the EDT, just has a really good DNA. It's a clone of Abercrombie and Fitch's Spheres, but a lot of people like this. Really, no one's going to complain if you wear this. Same thing with Legend Red. The thing that I do like is I'm pretty sure Legend Red isn't a clone. I don't think it's a clone of anything, but it
Yeah.
smells good. It has a creamy tonka bean note, which I really like. Its tonka bean note is similar to the one in LeBeau, just gives it like that rich creaminess. But they're both good. The one thing I will say is this 1.7 ounce cost me $40 at Ross. This 3.4 ounce cost me $30. So Legend EDT
Mm,
is cheaper. So if you're more on a budget, I would say go with Legend. It's also going to be the one that you can find more often. Um, but they're both great fragrances, so you can't go wrong with either.
yeah, Mont Blanc or Legend Spirit is good. Berry.
Mont Blanc Legend Spirit
Individual.
to me, like it smells good. It smells like Invictus. It just doesn't perform well, and I would just rather get Invictus over it. But really, at the same time, I'm more than like I will more than likely get the Invictus Victory Elixir because I love that one. But like I have two Invictus type fragrances, Hawass and Abercrombie and Fitch's First Instinct together. So to me, it's like there's no point if I were to get Legend Spirit. I do want to complete the Legend line, so I will end up getting it. But like, there's really no point for me to get the EDT of Invictus or even the new Parfum, because this Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct together smells, I wouldn't say identical, but pretty damn close. This smells like Invictus with a floral undertone. The Parfum is like the original Invictus, just with a floral undertone. So, although if you compare them together, you're going to be able to smell differences. If you want something that's a pretty good, I guess you could say, imitation, I would call this an inspired by, even though it came out before. But it's has some shared similarities with the new Parfum. So I would just say get this. It's also only like $20 for a 3.4 ounce. So it's not going to be the exact same, but it'll get you pretty close.
Kobe, I have last time I checked, I think it was 24, including decants.
Yeah, I don't like Sweet Gourmand so much, unfortunately, because it's the most popular fragrance styles. I mean, there are definitely ways you can get around that. I wouldn't like me personally. I wouldn't say majority of the fragrances are gourmand scents. Like if you were getting something like Latafa Kamarkawa, Angel Share, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like gourmand fragrances. If you get like chocolate greedy or something that has like food notes in it, like coffee or caramel and stuff like that, then it's gonna be a gourmand fragrance, obviously. But there's a lot of ways around it. Like just get something woody, get something, not a gourmand fragrance, I guess. I love sweet gourmand. Gourmand fragrances are great. I
Yeah,
kind of got rid of the only one that
that's
I had, but they're still. I love them.
they're one of my favorites. Have you tried Bad Boy Extreme?
I don't believe I have. I've smelt cobalt. Cobalt's good. Um, and I think I smelled Cobalt Elixir. But I don't think I've smelled Bad Boy Extreme.
Said top five. Ooh, in no particular order. Le Beau Parfum. I still haven't. That's still not. My bottle still hasn't shipped out. It's weird. Xerjoff Naxos, Banana Republic Vintage Green, Tom Ford Bitter Peach, and Tom Ford Black Orchid Parfum.
So, kind of talking about Tom Ford for it. Wait, you said your number one was what one?
They were in
Oh,
order.
well, just whatever the last one you said. You said the I can't
Black
remember.
Orchid
Okay,
Parfum.
Black Orchid. I can't remember if I smelt the Parfum or what one I smelt, but I'm not the biggest fan of any Tom Ford, like a lot of Tom Fords. I love Oud Mineral. That one smells amazing to me. Um, but the Black Orchid smells good. Um, one of the better ones in my opinion from their house. Like I said, I really don't like a whole lot of Tom Fords, but I think my list of Tom Fords, like my top three favorite, would be number one, Oud Mineral. Number two, Ombre Leather Parfum. I hate the EDT of Ombre Leather, or not the EDT, but the original Ombre Leather. I like the Parfum because it doesn't just focus on leather. It still has that prominent leather, but does it a little differently. And probably Tobacco Vanille would probably be my third favorite.
Right?
Uh,
Yeah, I'm kind of a. I wouldn't say I'm a Tom Ford fanboy, but I like. That's probably my favorite house right now.
I think my favorite house it's a tie between Versace or Jean Paul Gaultier. I got you, my boy. Post hella long videos and I'll AFK watch them every time. Have you tried Legend EDP? I smelt it in store. It smells like the EDT, just a little differences. Have you tried Legend EDP?
I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
It smells like the EDT. Like I said, just has some differences. Like it has iris in it. But I guess it's just like a better imitation of um Abercrombie and Fitch's Fears. So just a better imitation of like what the original batches were like. I think the best Mont Blanc is Spirit. I wouldn't say Legend Spirit's the best. Legend Spirit, in my opinion, list of Mont Blancs probably doesn't even crack the top 10. Um, it's a good Invictus styled fragrance, like I said, just doesn't do anything for me. Nubs fragrances, individual all the way. So, have you ever smelt Mont Blanc individual?
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh yeah, you do
I
have it.
just picked it
So,
up recently.
what are your thoughts on it? I think it's good. I think it's really good. It does get some comparisons to Youp Homme, but I think it's good. It doesn't smell that close where I'm like, oh, it's disgusting and it smells just like you. But I think it's good, and especially for the price, it's good.
Yeah. Mhm. I like it. I haven't worn it yet, but I prefer that to Legend. I think Legend is probably one of my least favorites, if I'm being honest, that I have in my collection.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I want to say this. I don't know how it happened, and I don't think it's gonna pick up on. Oh yeah, it's not gonna pick up, but somehow a hair got in my bottle of this. So there's a random hair just floating around, and it's weird because I don't know how a hair got in it. I'm assuming whatever person was making this somehow got hair in it because there's no way you can get a hair in it after it's been sealed. So I have no clue. It's weird. I just realized it, but yeah, just odd and interesting, I guess.
It's definitely unique.
Yeah,
I
I
have
mean,
a question for the chat.
all right, you can ask them.
Which what winter fragrance should I get? I'm torn between Naxos and Xerjoff Naxos and uh, what's it called? Angel Share. I really want both of
I
them,
would
but I can't afford.
personally, I'd say Angel Share, but they're both expensive fragrances.
Naxos is a little bit cheaper, so for twice as much. But I really like Angel Share.
Yeah, I mean, just the thing with Killian is their fragrances are so expensive. They're okay. Personally, I've never smelled any Killian fragrances. I have smelled some Xerjoff fragrances. I would just say go Angel Share because it seems to be more mass appealing than Naxos. But if you bring it up, what you're saying, you get a 1.7 ounce for like more than what a 3.4 ounce of Naxos would be.
Yeah, a 3.4 ounce of Naxos is like on Beauty House. It's 180 something,
Oh, that's not bad at
and it
all.
may be a little bit cheaper. No, and then uh, I think the cheapest I've found Angel Share is like 225 for the 50 ml.
Damn, that's a lot.
You know,
Someone said, "How you got money for that hobby?" I save money for months just to buy one bottle. Um, well, if you're saving up for months to buy a bottle, you're either doing one of two things wrong. You're buying, well, first of all, you might be buying your fragrances retail, so that's a big thing that you don't want to do. But
right?
also, if you're saving up for if you're saving up for months to buy a bottle, and like if you're not buying a niche fragrance, that's I would probably say an issue because like, and I mean,
Yeah, if you're
I'm not trying to say anything because money is subjective to everybody. Like me saving up money compared to you saving up money, it's not going to be the same. Um, so I'm not trying to say anything, but I feel like if you have to save up for months, oh no, I'm just Brazilian. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. But oh, so okay, I have no clue. I'm just gonna avert from ending what I was trying to say.
I
Yeah, I
just work.
just see. I just I want to get I want to get monetized off YouTube so bad, so I can actually start like reinvesting in my channel. Sure, I could get a job, but out of the two jobs I've worked, one of them was good. I worked at McDonald's for like 2 months, um, and that one the job wasn't fun, but the managers were fun, which made the job fun. But then I worked at Famous Footwear, which I like that job. I like selling shoes. My top sales per day was like $3,600 or something. And I'd only worked there for like 2 weeks. But the managers were horrible. Like they were always complaining about something. Whenever I would like okay, so I greet the customers. I'd be like, hey, how are you doing? Is there anything I could help you with? And this manager would always walk up to me and be like, do we need to go over the ABCs of greeting customers? And it's like, I know how to say, hi, how are you doing? Like, What do you want me to hold their hands or something? Do you like citrus scents, Micah and Dave? Because most, oh my god, yeah, for sure. I mean, whenever I go to work, I'll wear something really like woody and citrusy is what I'll always try and go for. So whether it's Mont Blanc Explorer, Mont Blanc Legend, that's something I'll try and go for. Um, But really, when you're going to work, you don't want something that's like super flirty. You don't want something that's overly sweet, overly spicy. So you need to find a good blend. So I go for pretty safe scents. Like I said, Mont Blanc Explorer. You could throw in Mont Blanc Legend if you're a fan of it, and you could probably throw in Dylan Blue, anything from the YSLY line, and like anything from the Aqua de Gio line.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's
Do you like citrus scents, Micah, and shave? Because most of the fragrances just don't talk so much about citrus. Oh, most of the channels just don't talk about citrus fragrances, and in my opinion, they're the best fragrance profile. Most channels focus on sweet gourmands. Um, yeah, I mean, I like citrus fragrances. Like fragrances that are just super citrus heavy. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if Herbapure is super citrus heavy. I think it is, or it might just be really fruity. But for instance, say Herbapura or Kelowna Herbapura is like super citrusy. I like it. I would rather go with something that has like a wood and citrus combo instead of like just a super citrusy cologne. Um, but yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
definitely not my favorite. It's not my least favorite, but I would say greens and then gourmands or gourmands and then greens are my favorite, and then citrus. I really like citrus,
Yeah, I mean,
but
for me,
prefer green
like
for summer.
Well, especially for summer. For me, like a citrus fragrance I have is Eros Flame, um, which it's good. I mean, I like it more than the original Eros, but I don't like ever sit there and wish like, gosh, I wish I just had a super citrusy fragrance. Like I just don't really ever think like that. I'm still
Hmm.
so pissed. Okay, during my last live, I can't remember how I dropped it, but somehow I dropped this bottle. And like it didn't break or anything. Cap isn't broken, atomizer isn't broken. Still, oh, it still sprays and everything. But I don't know if you can see it just spins around now, and I'll try. I don't know if you can hear it, but it just like clicks every time. But like you take a look at the other Eros bottle, right? If I try and spin it, it doesn't spin.
Solid.
It doesn't click. It just stays there. So I have no clue what I did to this one, but it still works.
That's
Obviously, I'm not gonna like throw it away or anything. But I feel like the
yeah,
thing that made me so pissed about it is my girlfriend bought me this. Like, if it was some cologne I bought, I wouldn't be so pissed. But I guess I can say like I have an attachment to things that were like bought for me. I
yeah,
guess
for
in a
sure.
way, which is why I guess like it's so much worse that I dropped this instead of dropping like what, say my bottle of First Instinct Together or something.
Hey, do you watch
Um,
Fragrance Knowledge?
I do watch Fragrance Knowledge. He was, I don't know if I'd say my first introduction to cologne. Like as far as big influencers go, the big people I watch, um, Gent Sense, Rotten Rebel, Curly Fragrance, Jeremy Fragrance, Nubs fragrances, FB fragrances, but I don't know, I don't really like his stuff because he always just tries and he always just says colognes are discontinued even though they're not. Like a couple weeks ago he said Le Bolle Parfum was discontinued, and like it convinced a lot of people that it was
Yeah,
discontinued.
that one got me. That
Like
one got me. Not
it's
gonna
like
lie.
it's not even like it's not that funny even. It's
No.
like I like maybe the first time it's funny, but then if you look, he posted so many more videos that were like Oh, where he tried to say like I can't remember what he said. I think it was Versace Eros, but he tried to say it was being discontinued, and it's like no one was falling for it. And I read the comments, and everyone was like pissed at him. I just can't find Eros Flame. I think it's discontinued. It's not discontinued.
Well, it's definitely not discontinued.
Yeah, no, it's one of the most pop. I mean, I would say out of the Eros line, it's my set. I don't even know if I'd say second favorite. For first place, it's a tie. For first and second place, it's a tie between Eros Flame and Eros Eau de Parfum. I have the EDT, and I'm not even gonna lie. When I first got this, I thought it was so good, and I still think it's a good fragrance. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say Eros EDT isn't a good fragrance anymore. As you guys can see, I've used a decent amount of this bottle, but just whenever I think, oh, I want to wear an Eros, I always just end up grabbing Eros Flame. It smells a little bit better, in my opinion, lasts a little bit longer. And the thing I like, okay, I'm going to say this. If you love vanilla, go Eros EDT. It's a vanilla bomb. If you want something that more has a background of vanilla and has a super nice blend of citrus with it too, I would go Eros Flame. But they're both great fragrances, like I said. Oh, do you have any Versace Eros colognes or any of the Eros line?
I don't.
Oh, um, out of the ones you smell, if you smell any, do you have a favorite and do you have a least favorite?
Um, I one probably Eros Flame was probably my favorite.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the orange,
yeah, the orange and lemon in the opening is super good.
the orange top note.
hmm Well, and the thing that I like is if I think it's okay. A lot of people say Eros Flame is a winter fragrance. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna say this real quick. Hey Kobe, you have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. A lot of people say Eros Flame is a
Oh,
winter fragrance. Absolutely not. Like, I feel like,
I think no.
well, for me, it's just
I was
it has a citrusiness which I feel like makes it better all year round and makes it where you could definitely wear it during the summer. Obviously tone down the sprays. I've said that a few times, and every time I get some crazy reactions from people. But Aeroslime, you can wear it in the summer, you can wear it all year round. Any of the Aeroslime you can wear it all year round. Do you have any Valentinos? I do you have any?
nope, not yet.
What ones are you looking at then?
I liked the coral.
Coral Fantasy.
Yeah, and
Coral Fantasy
the
is great. I love that one.
yeah. I can't think of what the other one was.
Born in
I
Roma
think it
Intense.
was no, it was the yellow one, the women's one.
Yellow Dream.
Yeah,
I've never smelled Yellow Dream. I've heard, okay. I'm gonna be dead honest. I've heard a lot of bad things about Yellow Dream. I haven't personally smelled it though. I definitely agree with you with that Coral Fantasy take. Coral Fan, what? I guess not really a take, but when you said Coral Fantasy, I immediately knew. Quite frankly, you have good taste because I've heard a lot of people say Coral Fantasy isn't good. It's a sweet tobacco fragrance, which I really like. You don't really get a lot of sweet tobacco fragrances. Like there's
no.
Lamel Elixir, which you could kind of say is a sweet tobacco fragrance, but I think it's super nice. And for a heavy tobacco fragrance, it's probably one of the most beginner friendly fragrances, I would say. But yeah, I think Coral Fantasy is amazing. Oh, I should probably say what Valentino I have. I have Born in Roma Intense. I love it. It's good. Have you smelled the EDT of Born in Roma?
Probably, but
It's
it's
just
not
like
coming to mind.
it's just like super citrusy. Like it's citrusy and fruity. It doesn't stand out. Quite frankly, it reminds me of have you smelled Bad Boy Cobalt?
Yes.
It smells similar to that. It has some differences, but that's what it smells similar like to me. I gotta go. It's 2 a.m. right now, Boggers. Hey, have a good night. I can't wait till I get 50 subs. Hop on here. Yeah, that would be super. That would be super fun. Yellow Dream is very good. It has a gingerbread note that is crazy. Then you?
I think Barry's a lot more qualified to be on the line.
I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I think I think I want to do something where just like I definitely do want to bring a lot more fans on the lives. Um, like for I mean I guess I'm just gonna say this. Um, he dropped a comment and was like, "Can I join the live tonight?" And I was like, "Sure." So if you guys do want to join my lives, and if you're eligible, if you have 50 subscribers, just drop a comment, and I'll probably give you guys my Instagram. He was already following me on Instagram. I didn't know that. But if you guys do want to join my lives, just leave a comment, and we can get something worked out. Like my only requirement is one, you can't be saying a bunch of stuff like that will get me banned on the live. But also just I guess my really only big requirement is YouTube's requirement, so have 50 subscribers. But apart from that, I mean, I I enjoy doing lives. I enjoy doing lives with other people, especially if they're trying to grow a channel, because lives have got to be one of the best things I've done with my channel. I get so many subscribers when I do lives. Um, like for a hot minute, every live I do, I get like 10 subscribers, and it was insane.
Hmm.
So I have a question for you. So have you ever thought doing a live, but like with shaving?
Yeah, I have actually. I'm actually planning on doing that. I just need to figure out because I think my fan base is pretty diverse around the world. So I want to do it at a time that a lot of people can join in,
Hmm. That's
and
or sorry.
got to figure out when to do it.
Mhm. I mean, that was a big thing for me when I was first doing my lives because I like my fans are so diverse. So I got some from obviously the U.S., but I got some from India, the United Kingdom, and just I have some fans in Africa. Um, so it's just so weird because it's like the people who live in the U.S. can catch my lives, pretty often. Unless it's like I'm doing a live at
Mhm.
10, but some people who live on the east coast, it's 12 for them and they're going to bed. But pretty much if you live in the US,
Right.
you can more than likely catch my lives. But I really used to like always just try and figure out a good time. But more and more I do lives, more and more I realize if people want to watch my lives, they'll just watch the recordings of my live. So that kind of fixed it for me. Thoughts on Invictus Victory Elixir? I think that's
Mm.
great. It's different than the original Invictus. I haven't smelt that one. I wish I have. Um, there's no Givenchy at any of my either Ulta or Dillard's, so I haven't smelled that, but I've heard a bunch of good things.
I mean,
Thoughts on?
Alan, if that's what you want to do, Alan, go ahead and do it. But I just wouldn't recommend going into public.
Someone said. Someone said too handsome B. They were trying to say two handsome boys. But that was a little weird, so I just blocked them. Um, thoughts on Invictus Victory Elixir? What are your thoughts on that?
Trying to. Oh, that one's pretty good. Best I remember. Yeah,
Yeah, it's good.
yeah.
Or sorry, you go.
No, I was pretty much done.
Oh,
I liked it.
okay. One thing I do have to say is I feel like I'm so bad at just like cutting people off whenever I do a live because it's like I'm sure there's like some form of delay between me talking and you hearing it. So it's like
Yeah.
I'll say something or I'll stop saying something and then you want to say something for a second, so I'll start talking. And it's not even you, everyone I've done a live with. And you both start talking at the same time. And it's just so
Oh,
awkward. But no, Invictus Victory Elixir is good. It's a nice blend of vanilla. The elixir smells like it has coconut in it, but it has none. I wouldn't say I get coconut from it personally, but I think it's super good.
I can see where you could get that, but I don't think it is a
Someone,
coconut fragrance.
yeah. Okay, so after I was talking about like you can't like you can't come into my lives and like say a bunch of stuff. Um, Barry Boy says Brian. Okay, I gotta say, I love doing lives with Brian. The big thing about him is whatever he's thinking, he'll just say it. So when he's talking about when he cheated on his girlfriend, it's like that's okay if he wants to have a conversation with me about it, you know. But to say it on the live, and I'm not even trying to bash on him because I love
Yeah, right,
going
right,
live with
right.
him. But it's just like so random, and like I know I'm not gonna get banned if he's talking about when he cheated on his girlfriend. It's like I know I'm not gonna get banned for that, but it's just so random. But I can't even lie. He is really funny.
He's cool.
Ugh.
Were
I
you
just
wanting
want
to
to grab
do fragrance battles or?
Yeah, we can do fragrance battles. Damn, it's already been an hour. Yeah, we can do fragrance battles. Here, um let's do a couple fragrance battles, and then that's probably gonna be it for the live. It's just the one thing that I hate is like it's already been an hour on the live. Doesn't feel like it, but it's already been an hour.
Yeah,
So it's just it goes by super quick. But yes, we're gonna do some fragrance battles. Probably do a couple rounds. And that's gonna be it for the live. So, do you want to go based off a category or just random?
this one's fine.
Okay. Oh, what do I want to grab then? I know what I'm gonna grab. All right. Someone said summer. We will do summer in for the next round. All right. Do you have yours ready? It's so weird how many colognes I pull out during live. I'm just trying to put them all back right now. Ugh. Okay, I'm not even gonna try and get the other ones. All right, okay, hold on. After this, we're gonna do summer, then winter, then daytime. Okay, so this one is random. Next one's gonna be summer. After that, winter. After that, date night, and then I think that's gonna be it. So you have
Right.
yours picked out?
Oh, summer.
No,
I don't want the
just
classic.
just random for the
Oh,
first one.
yeah. Oh shoot. I'll just grab one of my decants. Uh, red tobacco.
Okay,
I don't know how many people have
is
smelled that.
is red tobacco good?
It's not bad. It doesn't deserve. She said she actually liked it. It doesn't smell like ashtray to me.
Can you smell cherry in it?
Cherry. I could see it being in there, but it's not dominant for sure.
Just
The tobacco is definitely what's
Yeah. Well,
dominant.
it's just every single time Brian's in the live and he talks about red tobacco, he always says cherry, and it's like I've never heard cherry and red tobacco. It could be a note in there for all I know, but he says it's like a cherry and tobacco combo, which makes it very intriguing to me. Like I definitely want to get it. Oh, I should probably say mine. Mine is Versace Dylan Blue. Versatile fragrance, and heavy, sweet. But yeah. Okay, also one thing I hate about doing duo lives is you can't set a poll. I don't know why you can't set a poll.
Really.
Yeah, you can't do it. So normally,
Hmm.
like where just like the middle is for my phone, it'll be a little plus button and I can set up a poll. But when you do duo live, you can't, which makes no sense because it's like just doesn't doesn't make any sense, I guess. But yeah,
We chose the exact opposite. Fragrance was on the exact opposite side of the scale.
we did. I mean, yeah. Well, summer, like I would say Dylan Blue's best time to wear it is summer, but you can wear it whenever. But one vote
Yeah.
for Dylan Blue. I don't know how many people are gonna be voting. It's weird. It's like when I don't have a poll set up, like nobody votes. When I do have a poll set up, everybody votes. But it's between right now Versace Dylan Blue up against Red Tobacco. Also, one thing I think is interesting now thinking about it, they both have a color in their name, which I guess not interesting or weird, but just kind of ironic that we both picked out a fragrance that has a color in the name.
Definitely.
But yeah. Well, okay, two votes for Dylan Blue. That's probably the whole amount of votes we're gonna get. We're just gonna say Dylan Blue wins that one. Now we got to move on to summer.
Alrighty. I don't blame anybody for that.
No, I definitely do want to try red tobacco. Have you tried Mancera Tonka Cola?
Tonka Cola, no. I really want to. I haven't found a discounter or a decant
Yeah,
site with it.
it just it looks so intriguing to me. It has Coca Cola as a note, so obviously I want to try that. But then it also
Yeah,
has vanilla and cherry. So I'm almost imagining it would smell like a cherry Coke or like a vanilla Coke. But I don't know. Seems super
yeah.
interesting. But I have my summer cologne picked out.
I got mine.
All right, you want to show yours first?
Vintage
What does that one smell like?
lemon, so it's like a green tea with some lemon squeezed in there and some 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 green notes.
All right.
I don't know. I just really like it.
So okay, I just have a quick question about that. Is like a herbally fragrance? Like, is it herbal heavy?
No, no, like I said, it's like if imagine Arizona, but in a fragrance, like an Arnold Palmer, Arizona in a fragrance.
That's most fascinating. Honestly, I probably need to try that. What did I pick? I might okay, might be cheating a little bit, probably not. But I went Dylan Blue. I went LeBeau, so I didn't copy it. But I honestly have no clue why I said might be cheating a little bit. Um, we're just gonna move on from that, but we're gonna see which one you guys like more. I'm gonna do a review of Dylan Blue for my next video. Dylan Blue is good. I mean, wait, do you have Dylan Blue in your collection?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
Do you have Dylan Blue in your collection?
I don't have it. It is pretty good though.
I like it. I
I did
love it.
pick it.
I love it. LeBeau, the best summer fragrance. All right, there's one vote for LeBeau. Honestly, we should probably just go first person at two votes because that's like how many votes we're gonna be getting. Because I swear everyone's like way too
Yeah,
lazy to actually write out what they want. But
bro.
it's a little crazy to me how it like if people can just okay you got to vote so it's 1-1 right now so whatever the next person votes wins. But I think it's so stupid you can't do a poll when you have more than one
Yeah,
person.
that's weird.
Also, another thing I think is stupid is like I think you should be able to do like up to four people in a live. Like I feel like that would be cool if you could do four people in a live.
You
Um,
can do that on Instagram.
yeah, you can do that on Instagram and a bunch of other like platforms, but it's only two on YouTube, which I think personally is stupid. I think it should be. I mean, obviously not like however many people you want. Well, I know on TikTok you can have like it's like 8 people on a live,
Hmm.
and it's like it's insane. Like I can't explain to you how many times I'll be scrolling and just some random live with like, and I'm not trying to say it, but like 8 people with Down syndrome are all on a live, and it's just the most random stuff ever. Um, I don't know if my for you page is just kind of cursed, but yeah, that's all I get on that. Okay, well, nobody else is voting. I'm gonna give you the buy on that one. We're gonna say it's 1-1. Okay, we're gonna give you that win. Also, I want to give you that win because the scent just seems really intriguing. I definitely need to try it out, and especially if it's like $20, I want to try it out. What's the what's the longevity and projection? Is it good?
Longevity, I get about. It's not great. I'd say about 5 or 6 hours.
not great, not bad, just average.
Yeah.
All right. Winter fragrances and then date night. Okay. So winter
Winter.
fragrances.
Ooh, that's tough.
All right. I got mine. What was it called again? What was
The first
the
one
one?
is vintage green.
Vintage Green Banana Republic. Write that down, guys and gals, if you're a girl. All right.
Hmm.
I got mine
That's
ready.
tough. I'm
I
gonna
feel like
say because I got the full bottle. I'm gonna say this one.
what one?
This one. Black Orchid Parfum.
Black Orchid Parfum. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, I'm probably screwed. I picked Burberry London. Um, I'll talk about Burberry London. It honestly, okay, to me, imagine just imagine just like a pine tree. Like it has a pine smell, but it also has some tobacco and it has some cinnamon too. To me, honestly, what it smells like is imagine like a pine gingerbread cookie. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it has like almost like a gingerbread cookie type scent, and then it just has like this really distinct pine in it, and I think it smells amazing. It's like
Mm.
$40, so I would say if you only got like $40, you need a good winter fragrance. This is what I would go for.
And that's
Someone
London.
voted Black Orchid though, so you got one vote. I would smell either. I would smell either. Oh, okay. So I guess these aren't popular fragrances. Yo, is Ultramall okay for summer? I would say, yeah, I would say Ultramall is really versatile. Personally, I try and stay away um from like winter cool weather fragrances in the summer, but Ultramall is definitely one you can wear all year round. Honestly, I don't know why I put this one up when it's warm. But you can definitely wear it all year round. Same with off non 9 p.m. You can pretty much wear it all year round. Obviously, tone down on the sprays. Um,
Right.
right. I'd say if you're trying to wear this in the summer, probably do like 2 sprays. That's what I'd recommend, especially if you
Mm.
have a good batch like mine. I'd go 2 sprays. I'd go one on the front of the neck, one on the back of the neck. Mykah explaining got me on Burberry. Hey, Burberry's super good. I only have Ultramel. Yeah, I mean you can wear it. But also only having
So
one
it's a tie
cologne.
again.
Wait, did I have a vote? Oh no. Okay, well I'm gonna give that one to you too because only one person's voting. I only have Ultramall. Okay, I'm gonna be that honest. If you only have one cologne and it's Ultramall, you're in good
That's
shape.
it's.
That's one of
Mm-hmm.
the best.
Right.
I would say if you only have one cologne, probably one of the best you could get.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
and then what? The last one is date night
Date night.
fragrances, and then that's gonna be it for this live. So I'm going off the bottle, and I'd say Black Orchid. Okay, so Black Orchid won. Okay, so I'm just getting destroyed right now. Okay, last one, date night. Let's see what we grab. All right, this one got to be like the easiest pick for me. Um, if you guys have been fans of my channel for a while, I mean, not even a while. If you guys have just watched my videos, you guys know exactly what I'm picking. Do you have your bottle ready?
Yeah, I'll give you the courtesy of going first though.
All right, so surprise, surprise, big drum roll. I picked Stronger With You EDT. Just my
Mm.
favorite cologne. It's super good. It's really unique, or I guess not unique. It's a more unique fragrance, but chestnut and vanilla combo. This stuff is good. It almost has like a cola vibe. This stuff is so good, and it's macerated so that vanilla is super strong. Beautiful fragrance, 10 out of 10. My favorite cologne of all time. So that's what I picked, and I picked this out for date night because whenever it's like my girl, me and Hollis's 1 year, that's what I wear. So that's why I picked it out. But I'm excited to see what you have for this one.
Right. Xerjoff Nexus. So
I've never
it's
smelled that.
lavender, honey, tobacco. It's similar to Jean Paul Gaultier's Elixir, Armani Elixir. Similar, but not the same.
What's like the big differences between them then?
I can't remember Elixir good enough. I think this one is more honey focused, and Elixir is more tobacco focused.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the elixir really. I mean, because it has the normal combo of that lavender and vanilla. So I'd say it's lavender, vanilla, and tobacco focused for elixir. Um, but okay. One vote stronger with you. Okay, so this person originally said stronger with you on top. I don't even need to know the other one. And then they said, never mind, Naxos is my baby, so I'm going with that. So, and then another person said stronger with you. Okay, well, here we go. So
Alright,
it was 1-1. Someone else said stronger with you. So I win that round. But we need a tiebreaker now because it's 2-2.
yeah.
So we're going to do a tiebreaker, and then that's going to do it for the live. All right. So do we want to go random with this? Strong with you, easy. Okay. So strong with you did end up winning. Yeah, so how do we want to do this? We want to go random, we want to go topic, or what?
Um,
I have no clue. I really don't care. Whatever.
wanna
Oh,
go
spring. Okay,
gourmand?
spring. Someone said spring. We can just go spring fragrances.
Spring?
All right.
Man,
I gotta lock in, dude. Come
okay.
on. Spring fragrances. Oh God. Okay. This is a complete shot in the dark. I hope it's good. Um. Do you think I should get a soapy clean fragrance? Yeah, I mean, I would say get a soapy clean fragrance. Like for my example, I'd say like YSL Le Parfum. So I'd go with that for like a soapy clean fragrance. But yeah, that's good. So I'd say go with that for like a soapy clean fragrance.
Hey, if you like it, get it. It's not really you could be one of those people that's looking for compliments, but for me personally, I just wear whatever I like.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I'm so nervous. I picked out one of them. I picked out my cologne. And now looking back, there's an option I think is better. I'm gonna stick with what I picked though. I'm gonna stick with what I picked. Just make it a little interesting. Wait, hold on. Any cheap options for that? YSLY EDT. Well, pretty much all the YSLY smell the same, so you can go with any of them. Versace Porum. I don't like Porum. I say get Mano Fraiche. You get Versace Dylan Blue, Versace Blue Jeans. Just try like any Versace fragrance. I guess that would be a good spring fragrance. I guess. I mean, not all of them, but decent amount of them. Okay. Here, you are going to start first. You're going to start first because I'm nervous right now.
All right. And this I picked out Initio Rehab. I
Okay.
was about to go vintage green, but uh I like this stuff. It's spicy, not too I don't know. It's good.
Okay. Well,
Go ahead.
I ended up switching it once I saw what you pulled out. I'm going to show you what I originally picked. Okay. YSL Loam. If you guys have smelt Loam, you know it smells so good. Like one of the best scents in my, at least in my opinion. It smells so good. It just doesn't last long. I picked out another fragrance. Ultimately, doesn't last that long, but I grabbed Dior Homme Cologne. This was like my last chance at winning. This stuff, top notes of bergamot, middle notes of musk. Wait, I can't remember the note breakdown. Top notes of bergamot, middle notes of musk, and I can't remember what the base notes is, but something. But this stuff smells like a refreshing glass of lemonade, in my opinion. Like that's what it, I guess, imitates the best. So I don't know if it would qualify as a gourmand fragrance. Then I feel like a gourmand fragrance just reminds you of food, right?
Is
Or like a
it's
food or a drink.
gourmands, I think it's more of like caramel or chocolate
Oh,
or
okay.
stuff like
Well,
that.
I thought gourmand just like reminded you of a food or drink. So Maybe Gourmand. I mean, it's not. But let's see. Okay, you got one vote. I got one vote. So whatever one votes next wins, and then ultimately wins the whole thing. I think it
No,
has some lemon.
you got 2 votes.
Wait, how?
You got Turkey B and Barry. He said, "Oh no, he said
Yeah,
he
no,
switched it to
yeah.
initial."
Barry voted for you. Um, it has
Yeah,
lemon. No, it doesn't have lemon. It has bergamot. Which, if I'm not mistaken, bergamot is like okay, Dior. So I ended up winning that. Thank freaking gosh. But bergamot is it's like a cross between I think it's like lemon and orange or something. I can't. I was reading something on it,
mm,
but it's like a cross. Okay, I originally thought it was a cross between lemon and lime. That's what someone said in my comments. It's not a cross between lemon and lime. It's a mix between
no,
like lemon and orange or something. But it just kind of gives it like a lemonade type scent, I guess you could say. But I won that one.
yeah,
That one was really close though. I know a lot of people love Initio fragrances. Some people love them or hate them, but I ended up winning that one. I ended up winning that whole thing. So happy about
well,
that.
congratulations, I guess.
I'm kidding. Thank you. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you for being cool though. Thank you for not
Yeah,
being
for
weird on the
sure.
live. I guess. Do you have anything last you want to say to the 5 people watching us right now?
Don't stink.
Don't sink.
Don't don't stink.
Oh yeah, don't stink. Make sure shower every day. Make sure you wash your feet, change your socks. Um, put on deodorant. Wear new clothes. Wear cologne. That's everything.
Sure.
Keep at it. I'm sub. Gotta go love your content. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Have a good night, Barry boy. Have a good night. I'll see you probably in the next live. Turkey B, have a good night. Of course, thank you for watching. All right. Do you have any recommendations for cheap fragrance clean? Versace Pour Homme, Versace Dylan Blue. What are your recommendations for that? Cheap, clean
Mont
fragrance.
Blanc, Mont Blanc Individual and Vintage Green.
Both great options. But that's gonna do it for the stream. Everyone, thank you all for being cool. Um, also, we'll probably do another live sometime soon. So just contact me. You know how to. But
Yeah.
yeah, have a good night, man. I'll hopefully see
Alrighty.
you in the next live.
See ya.
All right, see you.